Thank you for staying with us. The Karnataka Assembly witnessed pandemonium today as opposition parties corner the Siddaramaiah government for using taxpayers' money to pay salaries of Congress workers heading the Guarantee Committee to oversee the rollout of these guarantees. Remember, this was a promise that was made before the Congress party came into power in the state of Karnataka. The Congress, on the other hand, has tried to justify. They say it's just procedure and that it's a much-needed step to ensure better implementation and delivery, something that they seem to be lagging behind on. Is this really a matter of concern or is this just being blown out of proportion like the Congress says? To answer that, let's break down what these guarantees actually do cost us. The dispute centers on committees set up at state, district and taluk levels to implement these 5 guarantee schemes, for which, remember, over 50,000 crores have been earmarked in the 25-26 budget. Providing details on the remuneration, the salaries that are paid to these committee members, Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivkumar said that district-level committee presidents receive about 40,000 rupees per month. Vice presidents get about 10,000 and every single member gets 1,100 rupees per meeting. There are at least 2 meetings that are held monthly. Taluk-level committee presidents are paid about 25,000 monthly, while members receive 1,000 rupees per meeting. The district-level committees have 21 members each, while taluk-level bodies consist of 11 members. So you can imagine how much money is being paid to all of them, or has been paid at least for the last 1 year since the implementation of this panel. What's interesting is that this panel is not of any independent members who are trying to look at how this delivery can happen. It is Congress workers. It is office bearers of the Congress party who the Congress has come out and said that this is a reward for having worked to ensure the party's win. Now, there are several questions that are coming up as far as the morality or the legality of this goes. But speaking of numbers, can Karnataka even afford this kind of expense? There is a financial crisis that looms, is what many experts say. The subsequent hikes in prices of daily necessities like even milk isn't hidden from anyone. Debt servicing cost of the state stands at about 66,000 crore rupees. Just in interest payment, the state has to pay about 39,245 crore rupees. The total debt is believed to be close to 6 lakh crore rupees. The outstanding debt to GDP ratio of the state is about 24%. It is in one of the higher brackets. Karnataka is seen as one of the top 5 states as far as higher side debt to GDP ratio is concerned. The state's outstanding liabilities have grown by about 109% over the last 3 years. So A, of course, like I said, the question of legality, whether rewarding your own party members, but the state having to pay for it, whether that is the correct decision. Also, where is this money coming from and what is this money being taken away from to give as part of salaries to this committee? And in the end, is it just the voter and the people of Karnataka and their troubles that seem to be the only guarantee under the Congress? That's the question we ask on Plain Speak.
This for land grant committee and other committees. For that also sitting fees was given. For many committees, sitting fees have been given to the members. Likewise only, but it is formed in a bigger way. It is questionable, but let us see.
This is the taxpayers' amount. Poor people given the tax to the government, but they are transferring the Congress party workers.
कोऑपरेटिव मिनिस्टर बोलता है हमको किसानों को बांटने के लिए पैसा नहीं है, कांग्रेस पार्टी कार्यकर्ताओं को बांटने के लिए पैसा है क्या? इसके लिए सरकार है क्या? बांटना है तो कांग्रेस पार्टी को पैसा बांटना.
We are spending 60,000 crore rupees to directly help people in distress through the Congress guarantees so that we revive the economy.
Let's open this up. Narendra Rangappa, spokesperson of Karnataka BJP, is with us. Spokesperson of the Congress in Karnataka, Bhavya Narasimhamurthy, is with us as well. Bhavya, let me begin by asking you. This panel that was formed about a year ago has several members. all of whose salaries are paid by the state government, correct?
Yes.
Why is the taxpayer paying for salaries of a panel that ensures implementation of a promise a single party made, that the Congress did?
Before elections, everybody presents their manifesto within which our guarantees were also our promises, right?
Sure.
Every party, after it comes to after it forms the government, if it becomes a ruling party, if it wins and forms the government, it is a duty of the government to implement its policies. So after it is implemented as a Congress, it doesn't remain as a Congress party promise. It is a Karnataka government promise. And it is a Karnataka government's policy that is being implemented. Here, the BJP MLAs have always opposed it. Even before the elections, they were opposing guarantees. Even today, they are opposing guarantees. They do not want the guarantees to be implemented smoothly. It is the duty of the ruling government to make sure, after spending 60,000 crores on a welfare scheme, which actually touches the poorest of the poor of our state, it is our duty to make sure it is implemented at the grassroots level. Therefore, an implementation committee was a must. Now, when it comes to their question about why are Congress people appointed, you tell me, when a government policy is, or any other government positions for that matter, whether it is Congress government or BJP government, don't you think they only appoint those who have worked and have the same ideology in those positions? Whether it is Women Commission or any commission, any chairperson, or slum board, or even central government, it has so many commissions. Do they appoint Congress workers there, or those who align with their ideology?
But you could have
To make sure
appointed
it is a
independent.
success.
You could have appointed independent members to this particular board if that was the
Don't
only
have many
case.
independent
Because the justification that came to the fore is that Congress workers need to be rewarded for the work that they've done. Why should they be rewarded from what the taxpayer is giving to the exchequer?
So, Pooja, here I'm explaining it
Bhavya,
very
this is
clearly.
Poonam here, but
this
go
is
ahead.
a Poonam. Sorry about that. Poonam, I am telling you very clearly, this is a government policy, and the implementation of which is also supposed to be overseen by the government. And any party which comes to power, they make sure it is their people who are in position of power to make sure that the ideology matches and it reaches the grassroots level. I'll tell you what, this is a very simple thing. They're just blowing it out of proportion because they don't have any issue to speak about in the assembly. They could have spoken about our budget instead. But our budget is so, it's a historic budget. 16th time our chief minister is presenting. They couldn't find anything wrong with it. So after
So Narendra
it's been
Rangappa,
2
you
years,
couldn't find
almost 2
any
years,
flaws, which is why
almost
you've
2
decided
years.
to make mountain of a molehill. That's the allegation the Congress makes.
See, let me clarify one thing very clearly. BJP is not opposed to the guarantee scheme, but we are concerned about its distribution and its fallacies in the distribution system. We are here to safeguard the taxpayers' money. We don't allow the government to take the people of Karnataka for a ride. So that is one part. The second thing what I would like to say is this is a classical case of misplaced priority and misuse of taxpayers' money. At the same time, abuse of power by the Congress government. They have mocked democracy many a time and yet again this time because they are trying to unilaterally impose this burden on the people of Karnataka in difficult times. Because we are approaching summer very fast and the farmers are staring at a drought-like situation and this government has no money for any developmental activities, implementation and rehabilitation of these farmers who have been affected by this drought. So, the government already has a loan burden of 7,65 crores, as you already said, and the monthly installment for loan is 39,200 crores already. So where are they going to mobilize the funds from? Because you are going to burden the exchequer by around 80 crores annually. And why do you need an implementation committee when you are able to transfer a DBT to the person, whoever it has to reach? What is the social welfare department doing there? Are they not distributing the money? What is the PDS system doing? Are they not distributing the money? What is the BESCOMs doing? Are they not distributing the schemes? So moreover that, despite presence of all these officials, and what you are trying to do is undermine the MLA. What you are doing, you are appointing a non-MLA to the post and some Congress workers to the post, and you are creating a clash there in the system. So what this does is effectively, it again fails the implementation of the guarantee. So the Congress party has yet and again have proven that they are undemocratic. Then they are imposing
Sure.
autocratic
And-
policies on the people
Sure,
of
and speaking of the
Karnataka.
cost in itself, like I've detailed out, Bhavya, as far as the debt is concerned of the state, it is rising. The welfare schemes that are being implemented, the guarantees that were promised, their payout is also delayed, several of them, something that the government departments have highlighted, ministers in the government have highlighted. At such a time, is this expenditure really needed? Leave alone all the other
So,
things it can
Afas-
be used for. And there are several of them, including civic issues in the state of Karnataka. But for a minute, let's leave those aside.
Actually, as soon as BJP spokesperson spoke about misplaced priority, the very term reminded me of something. I think I should quote that example of perfect example of misplaced priority here. Do you remember this program of Narendra Modi, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao? 80% of that funds went to their media campaign, just to put Narendra Modi's photo on the media campaigns with a slogan, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. Now that is misplaced priority. Here, the same BJP MLAs who are protesting there, they protested against our guarantees as well. How can we be sure that the beneficiaries from their constituency are being, are getting their benefits that they deserve from these guarantees?
Madam,
But there are already
policies that
departments.
Explain why you want the
but
committee.
Bhavya, there are already. But Bhavya, there
Explain
are
why you
already
want the
these
committee.
departments under whom
Yes,
these
you are
allotments
trying
are
to
being made,
explain.
right?
You
So
are
why is
trying
there
to
a separate?
explain.
So why is
But-
there a separate
but-
implementation panel?
Poonam, our country, this is the first of a kind 5 very important welfare schemes
So
that
that
has
doesn't
been
mean-
implemented.
But
at
there are
the
several
government.
that you can
several
use.
other Congress
One
states
second.
like
Can I
Himachal
please-
and
can I
Telangana
please-
who also have made similar promises. They
have
don't
made
seem to
similar
have such a
promises.
panel.
If they do not want it, we want it. Karnataka is a 7 crore population
Why do you want it?
state.
You
Because we
it
want to make
because
sure it is
you want to
implemented
give
and
money to
every
your party
person who
workers,
deserves,
not to the people of Karnataka.
every
You're not
deserving
bothered about the people
beneficiary
of
gets
Karnataka.
their share.
You're bothered about
Make
the
sure-
party workers who have been
to
working
make
for
sure,
you.
sir,
You have neglected
sir,
the people of Karnataka, and now
sir,
you are trying to escape from giving false excuses.
sir, to make sure that every deserving beneficiary receives.
Then do you mean to say,
What they
then
did
madam, do you
here,
mean to say
we really
that
need
you
an
have been not giving the
implementation
proper
committee,
schemes to
because
the
this is the first of its kind, and this
You're
is a
not
very
given the schemes
important
properly in
process.
this
We
previous
created
1 year
history.
then?
We
Does
created,
it
we as
mean
a state
there
have
is a-
created
there
history,
is a-
and we want to set
There
an
is a
example
fallacy
by being the
in
successful
distributing
state as
the
well.
guarantee schemes.
The whole, every party from all the states are copying our model. We want to make sure even the implementation side, not just in announcing guarantees, but even at the implementation side,
At
we
what
are a model.
cost?
Karnataka
At what
model.
cost?
We
At
want to make
taxpayers'
sure,
money cost?
because we want to set an example. We want to make sure our guarantees are successful. You copied our guarantees. Don't deny that fact.
But Bhavya,
You
are they
kept getting
successful?
our guarantees, you did
But
You
not.
Bhavya,
didn't
are
copy
they
your
successful?
dishonesty,
Okay,
madam.
okay. Let's
didn't
let's
copy
take
your
your argument.
dishonesty.
Okay, Mr. Rangapal, just a second. I'll come to you.
The common man.
Mr. Rangapal, I'll come to you. Just a second. But Bhavya Narasimhamurthy, let me.
As soon as you fail, one second. As soon
go
as
ahead.
you fail in Delhi and everywhere else that you have come to power announcing guarantee similar schemes, as soon as you fail in implementation, you will even copy our own scheme of
But
implementation.
Bhavya, as
committee.
far
I'm
as
very
success
sure.
of guarantees in
Because you
Karnataka
copied our
or any other
guarantees, we
Congress
know.
ruled state is concerned, that's not guaranteed either. Like I said, delayed payouts of these guarantees in Karnataka, in states like Himachal, in states like Telangana, all ruled by the Congress party, is a reality. It's something that's been highlighted from within the party as well. A government
Exactly.
report just
This is
recently
coming to the
spoke about how there is a gap between the allocation and the release of at least about 61% of all of these guarantees.
So Poonam,
So
I
where
want
is
to
the
tell you
success?
One very simple example. Okay, you know all these old age pension schemes, widow pension schemes, all of this. I know in my constituency when I go talk to the people, they tell me even to register online, the middlemen there, the cyber, people who set up these cyber centers, who apply their application. If they're getting 1,000 rupees, 300 rupees had to be paid to them. We want to cut down that by making sure people on ground are there and it is clean, and what the people deserve, it goes to them completely. They charge them in cash, although it goes to their account only to register. This is what was happening. We wanted to make sure that doesn't happen. There is a reason why we created this implementation committee at the state, district, and taluk level.
So this
This
is
is a
just
reality,
this is
not
just in
just
the
in our
interest
state,
of
in
transparency,
every state.
Narendra Rangappa, says the Congress party, and it's just been a year. We'll
It's
see how
been
this
2
goes.
years almost, but today they're taking up this
Madam,
issue.
let me
Go ahead,
intervene
Mr.
here.
Rangappa.
See, this same government has 90 people who are appointed as political appointees with huge pay scales. They can appoint 14 servants. They are given a car, they are given fuel, and they are given very high salaries. These are our 90 people who are in the state level cabinet rank committees. Then again, now you are going to every district. Please listen, ma'am. Please listen. You can counter me later.
But Mr.
Now
Rangappa,
we are going to every
No,
district, every
that's the
taluka,
wrong
and
information.
spending crores of rupees.
but Mr.
to
Rangappa,
implement
even
a
if
budget
it
which
was
is
true,
weak.
the Congress of course is contesting it, but even if it was true, is it legally wrong? And if it is, why hasn't the BJP gone to court over it?
Madam, there is a question of morality here, not legality. What is the morality? Because you don't have funds to fill potholes, you don't have money to pay salaries to the poor government employees, you don't have money to do any developmental activities, you have not launched any new developmental project. So what is happening? Where is the money? You are giving all the money to your rich MLAs and rich party workers.
And Bhavya, that is a pertinent question. Where is the money? Revenue streams are stagnating. That's something that even your recent budget has shown. Your liabilities have increased by over close to 2% from 2022 to 2023 when you came to power to now.
Poonamji,
So if you want to
Poonamji,
debate,
let me, 1 second.
Mr. Rangappa, just a
Mr.
second, please.
Siddaramaiah has created a record. He has created a record, as my friend said, by borrowing 1,16,000 crores, which is the highest in the history of
And
Karnataka
borrowings have
budget.
increased. This is a fact, Bhavya. So where is the money? Is there
so
money
are
for
we
this?
debating about the budget or are we debating about guarantees?
It is a part of the
Because
budget, isn't it?
Guarantee comes from the
One
budget.
second, one second.
Guarantee comes from the
Sir,
budget.
sir,
Just a
you
second,
have
please.
a little bit
Mr.
of
Mr. Rangappa, just a
information.
second. Let her finish.
I
please.
want to respond. You said
Go ahead,
90
Bhavya.
people have been. You said 90 people have been given cabinet rank, which is totally wrong.
Sure.
Because there's only one person at the state level who has a cabinet rank. There are 4 minister of state level who have been given in charge of the regions. Otherwise, the district level or the taluk level have not been given any ranking of
Sure.
cabinet.
Sure.
That would be a completely wrong statement to make on a national television. It's just one person who has got cabinet ranking.
I challenge
at the
you,
state
madam.
level, who
Sure,
was also
but
an
challenge
Bhavya,
you.
but Bhavya, the question was
challenge
simple.
you.
Whether it's one appointee, whether it's 10 appointees, whether it's 15, the point of this panel and the money that's being spent on this panel at a
just
time
told you,
when
I just
your
told you
liabilities as a state
it is
are growing,
important.
is it really important? Is that allocation to this panel really that necessary? That's something the voter of Karnataka is also asking. Unfortunately, I'm completely out of time. I thank you both for joining us here on this edition of Plain Speak. It is a wrap from my side. Anand Narasimhan joins you next.